What are we playing today? Oh, it's a nice day out. Not feeling that one. I was feeling playing that one earlier, but now maybe it's time for something different. A little bit cold from being out here in the shop. Not quite warm yet. Don't like playing on a reed that's ice cold. I don't think it's as good on the harp to play on them when they're as cold, but. Do love the trigger on that moon harp. It's really nice for bouncing that reed. I've been doing a lot of that lately, resting this hand on this hand and playing and sustaining for a second and then bouncing back. I really have been enjoying that lately. I feel that I can play a little bit faster like that than wagging my hand back and forth, and it feels more precise. And with this moon harp, you really have to be pretty precise, and resting the hand there, it keeps me in line when I'm plucking instead of which that causes more fatigue. I feel more fatigue playing that way in my forearm and my elbow than resting. So that's kind of been how I've been progressing in the jaw harp. More precise playing and tightening up small movements. What else should we play today? It's Sunday today, and I'm just going through, playing some different harps, just doing whatever. Another cold harp. I don't like playing my harps when they're ice cold, and I don't feel the reeds flex quite like they should until they get about up to your body temperature. Which, that makes sense. You're playing the harp. The harp's the music of you, so harp needs to be same temperature as you. What else should we play? Something I haven't played. Corinding. Well, they don't play these a lot. They're not overly sensitive, but I do get a little bit of enjoyment out of playing them. Very soothing to play those as well. It has that tribal sort of sound I do enjoy. Oh yeah, I haven't played the Pavel Pokin in a while. I used to play this harp all the time back when I just had like a few harps, 2 or 3. I think this was my third real harp I bought. First I bought the toy harp from Hobby Lobby. Then I got the Zawagi Chancer. Then I got the Blackfire Low E. And I got the Pavel Pokin. And I've hammered on this harp a lot. Not an expensive harp, but good cheap harp to wheel. Let's see, what else we got? Oh yeah, I experimented around with fixing some harps. My mouth harp from Hobby Lobby, the reed started to come loose, and I went ahead and crimped it, but there's just not enough of a shoulder left to crimp over. They're not mouth harp from Hobby Lobby, the Grover Alto Austrian. Ew. Here we have the Schluter. My Schluter reed, I beat on it quite a bit too. It started to come loose a little bit, but not, you couldn't physically see the reed moving, but it was really, I could hear it contacting the frame and wiggling around. I put it in the press, pressed it down, didn't put much pressure on it, but it tightened it back up. I was glad to get that. I almost lost it. I was glad to get that one fixed. So the press coming in. Hold on a second. Let me show you the press. Let's take a gander at the press. Let's take a gander. Let's take a gander at the press. Here we have the aptly named Elvis Presley, the harp press. So if any more reeds come out, I'll be able to fasten them back into place. Good thing to have. Elvis Presley, the fixer of harps. And here, of course, we have the newest edition, Beb Corp Shop. We have Vice Versa. Her name's Versa. She's a Vice, so Vice Versa. I was either going to name it Vice Versa or Miami Vice. The Vice Versa just has a heck of a lot better sound to it. Some things I've been playing around with, and in the future here, I want to try building harps, and that's going to be a heck of a journey. I don't know anything really much about building harps yet, but maybe here up and coming. It's going to be sweet. Come back over. Oh, the camera would be flying. What else? Just a little bit of Sunday tomfoolery. What else haven't I played? Oh, I haven't played a lot on the Dan Moy as of late. This is an enjoyable little fella here. Good stuff. Anyways, yeah, and I have been playing a little bit more on the Phantom. I kind of was pretty hard on this harp in the review, and I think it is kind of overpriced. But this is a good harp, especially for a bass harp. Really good reed stability. So maybe I shouldn't have been as mean in my review about this harp. But this is a very decent harp. Just I think it's a little overpriced, and I think the fit and finish could be better. But I've enjoyed playing it. Oh, that's something I've been doing new as of late. I'm subscribed to a lot of other jaw harpists on YouTube, and one of them, well, many of them, it's not in English. A lot of them are Russian, Hungarian, other languages. But if you subscribe to these awesome players, one thing I've noticed is that even though you may not understand what they're saying, when they get to playing or demonstrating a technique, you can still fish out what they're doing. You can still see what they're doing. You can still hear what they're doing. You just can't hear their explanation of it. And one of them was Askenti Bestrovny. Don't know if I pronounced that right. Pronunciation is not my thizzle. It's not my strong suit. But go subscribe to him. He just posted something, and it was using Russian singing styles, I think. I'm just going off what the translation of what the title was in your jaw harp, and he was putting noise in there. When I put percussive noise in, I do a lot of tits, tats, titos, tatos. He was saying ticka ticka tito, 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 ticka ticka tito, tito, too. And he did a whole lot more than that, but I'm just going to demonstrate that. That works out really well, especially on your really sensitive Russian harps. And it takes a little bit of practice to get your tongue to move like that and move that fast, but I've been doing a lot of that and enjoying playing like that. So I encourage all of you, go out there, find other jaw harpists out there, other people with YouTube channels on the jaw harp, subscribe to them, and even if you don't speak their language, when they demonstrate a technique or when they're playing, you can learn a lot from them. Well, that's going to be it for whatever on Sunday. Like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Harp out.